management systems certified. I know they work because all our clients and their organizations use them, which include AI developers, engineers, data scientists, GRC professionals. I've seen CTO, COO, Chief Information Security Officers using it, IT professionals, cybersecurity professionals, they all use it. So I know this works from experience, not theory. So today's agenda is very simple. Number one, I'll help you understand ISO 42001. Number two, I'll help you understand some of the global AI governance standards, laws, and regulations. Number three, to give you information about how to get ISO 42001 certification for individuals, including its timeline and process and so on. Before we begin, I need you to do three things. Number one, please close all your other tabs. Give me your full attention for the next 90 minutes. Grab a pen and a paper. You're going to want to take some notes. Stay until the end. I'm going to share something really valuable to grow your career in AI governance. In the next 90 minutes, I'll share with you 3 secrets to becoming an AI governance professional with or without a technical background and positioning yourself for a 23K or more salary within the next 90 days. I'm going to help 2 types of people today. Number one, AI beginners. If you're someone from finance, legal, compliance, risk, or management who has no AI background but wants to break into this fastest growing governance field, I'm going to show you exactly the things step by step. Number two, tech professionals. If you're already in AI, data science, engineering, and IT, and you want to add governance expertise to your skill set so you can lead some of the AI initiatives in your organization, I'm also going to help you step by step. Because at the end of the day, no one is going to save us from this AI disruption. See, I have been coding since I was 11. And the time when I started and currently how AI is coding is saving almost 90% of the time spent, and also it saves at least 50% of the human resources that are needed. So AI is going in that speed. So AI governance also has to go in that speed. So we got to learn this stuff, period. Now that we got that out of the way, let's begin. First things first, for those of you who do not know me, my name is Lata. I am the head of AI governance at Global AI Certification Council. We are based in United States, Australia, and New Zealand. I have a PhD in software engineering from Auckland University, New Zealand. I own a B2B marketing company in New Zealand and Australia. I built and exited 2 AI companies, one in finance, one in banking in 2023 and 2025. Currently, I'm the head of AI governance, supporting individuals and organization, and I'm currently living in Melbourne. I share all this AI governance information on my YouTube channel. I interview AI governance leaders. I share some of the interesting topics around AI governance. So my YouTube channel is Lata-AI-governance. So I'm sure you will find some valuable information there as well. So why do we need AI governance? For that, we need to understand the history of AI and how AI regulations evolved over time. So in the bottom, you can see how technology evolved, and on the top, you can see how governance evolved over time. So around 1950s to 70s is when the initial thought process around AI or machine learning came in, when Alan Turing built his Turing machine, and it was simply a rule-based system. Then at that time itself, people started have questioning about what are the ethics, computer ethics, what are the professional code, how much is computer responsible for. Even during that time, the supercomputers also came into existence. Then 80s to 90s is when most of the people started using computer at home. But if you see in the commercial perspective, corporate organizations like IBM started having their own supercomputers. So around that time, expert systems or early stages of machine learning started coming in. And 1970s to 1990s is when people started having more ethical frameworks. The thought process from the responsibility and ethics thinking now became frameworks and how people can use this to make sure they complement humans. Then around 2000s to 2010 is when we started using computer more, started having more desktop application, mobile application, web application, where we started having more data, and big data, deep learning started coming more in around that time. So we all know about ChatGPT around 2022, and we started knowing about AI only around that time. But a lot of big organizations like Microsoft, Nvidia, Google, Amazon, they started using AI long ago. I was listening to CEO of Nvidia, and he was mentioning that they have been using AI since 2010. So around 2016 to 2019 itself, we started having more AI principles and guidelines because they started having more AI incidents. So 2019 OECD principles was released, and lot of other frameworks also coming into existence at that time. Then 2020s is when we had all the foundational models like ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok, DeepSeek, Claude, Perplexity, all that came in. Then 2025, 21 to 25 is when all the AI laws and regulations in different countries like European Union, South Korea, and Japan, they also started having their own regulations, and ISO 42001, NIST, AI RMF framework, all that came in during that time only. So currently 2025 to 2026 is when people are building a lot of AI agents, autonomous AI agents, self-improving AI agents is what is currently going on. And Singapore released their first agentic AI framework in January 2026. And currently we are all moving towards AGI, which is artificial general intelligence. So currently when you use any AI model like ChatGPT or Claude, you give a lot of context for that platform to understand. Once we enter into AGI, that context will be reduced. AGI is almost like a human brain, have a lot more context than you think of. So which means we are slowly moving into AGI governance. So even in some of our certification, we started already talking about AGI governance, because I'm not sure how many of you are using Claude. The Claude, I can clearly see that the self-improving AI, and I can feel how we are slowly moving towards AGI. So what makes AI governance more competitive and one of the fastest growing emerging fields right now? For that, we need to understand what is AI governance and why do we need AI governance. As you all know, AI is changing every day. AI models are evolving every day. More data sets are fed into AI every day. See, whatever you have seen on ChatGPT in 2022, it's not the same data sets. And also, even if your company is building your own application, the data keeps changing. More the people use, the data in your database keeps changing. And next thing is, a lot of AI models are out there and they all behave differently. One suitable for making images, one suitable for content, one suitable for videos. They all behave differently. So we need a person like AI governance professional on how to choose the right AI models. Then we do not know how AI model learns and evolves. And we also don't know what data AI uses. So we need someone like a AI governance professional to control what data AI uses. AI hallucinate. So who detects all these AI hallucination? I'm sure you have seen text hallucination, image hallucination, video hallucination. So who detects all of these? AI has bias, and there are a lot of incidents that happened in the past regarding this bias. So how AI affects individuals or group of people or minority community? So who tests the AI to mitigate this bias? So we need someone like AI governance professional. And AI's accuracy decreases over time because of the changing reality. The data is changing, the code is changing because it's self-learning. So who will continuously test and monitor that? So that's why we need someone like AI governance professional or a framework like ISO 42001. And we do not know how AI makes decisions. And we need a professional who can improve our AI systems so we know how it makes decisions. And most important thing here, if you have a pen and a paper, write it down. Organizations do not know whether their AI systems are compliant with laws and regulations. So, see, even if you see your EU AI Act, the penalties are very huge, 35 million euros or 7% of the global annual turnover. So we need a professional to constantly check whether we are compliant with all the laws and regulations. Last but not least, organizations do not know what to do when AI fails. So we need someone to detect, report, and respond and learn and to avoid any kind of incidents in the future. AI has flaws. AI is a black box. So, to tackle all these problems I mentioned, like bias and hallucination and how it makes decision, what data to use, the drift because of accuracy reducing. So, to tackle all these problems I discussed, we need actually a clear process and documentation. That's AI governance. And we need someone to do all these process. That's AI governance professional. And there are so many ways we can document AI governance, like OECD principles released in 2019, EU AI Act, which was in 2024, and it's a regulation. And one among them is ISO IEC 42001, which was released in December 2023, exactly 13 months after ChatGPT was released. So, how big is this AI governance industry? Because if you are thinking about moving into this, you need to know what's the opportunity out there. So, 2026 projection is 1.2 billion according to Gemini, and the forecast for 2034 is around 16 billion. And of course, I asked ChatGPT, and it mentioned that the growth rate would be around 40 to 50% CAGR, which is compounded annual growth rate, which is extremely very high for a governance field. And also asked Claude. Claude is my go-to tool. So Claude mentioned that that's kind of growth rate that creates massive career and business opportunities. So I took some of the current salary, as you can see, for countries like Australia, USA, Singapore, Canada, UK, Europe, Malaysia, and UAE. And I also took some salary for AI governance specialist or manager, AI governance leader, or VP or director of AI governance. So I took all the information from ClickSite Recruitment, TechCheck Solutions, and LinkedIn. And here is the projected salary for the same roles in 2029. As you can see, there is a growth of about 20 to 90% in salary in the next 3 years. So, what's happening in the world in terms of AI governance right now? So, these are some of the countries they are currently talking about AI bills but do not have any AI regulation as yet. And these are 3 countries they have currently sector based AI regulation, or we call it as like a vertical regulation for specific industries. Then these are some of the countries currently proposing horizontal AI bill, and these are the only 3 countries currently having enforced AI laws and regulation: European Union, Japan, and South Korea. Now that we understand global AI regulation, let's dig deep into ISO 42001. If you've already worked on ISO 27001 or 27701, you will find ISO 42001 quite similar. So, why do you or your organization care about ISO 42001? The first option is simple: because risk management. The industries like finance and banking, they always would look for contractual requirements. Okay, whenever we work with any of the vendors, we need to have this specific ISO 27001 or any other framework or certification they always try to have. So they have, usually before AI, they talked about ISO 27001 or similar certification. And currently, after AI, they want to protect their organization from any external risks. So, number one, requirements from in terms of contract. Number two, regulations. Currently, every country is having regulations. So if your organization is selling your product or service to a specific region, even let's take European Union, and if you're selling to European Union and if you're not following that EU AI Act, that could cost a lot of money for your organization. So when regulation are increasing, we need a way to prove that we are following all those regulations. See, there is a difference between regulation and framework. So regulations are something like EU AI Act or Japan or South Korea AI Act. But if you take frameworks, they are like ISO 42001 NIST framework. So regulation tells you what you should do and what you shouldn't do. But ISO 42001, those frameworks, helps you to prove that you're following all these regulations. So because of increased regulation, we need to have at least one framework that does all of that. Then it is customer trust, because now that you have ISO 42001, people have a huge respect on your organization. It increases business reputation, and not only that, if you are talking to new customers, prospective clients, it will also add a lot of value once you tell them that you're already mitigating all those risks. Let's look into the ISO 42001 standard itself. So this is the first page of the ISO 42001 standard. It is divided into actually two parts. First part is artificial intelligence management systems, or some people call it as AIMS or AIMS. So, and the second part of that is the implementation controls. The first part is management system itself, and the second part is how to implement ISO 42001. So it talks about the implementation guidelines. It talks about what are the potential AI related or risks around, and also how to apply ISO 42001 across different domains and sectors. So the first management system is around 15 pages, and these implementation control is around 33 pages. So there are a total of 10 clauses of AI management system and 9 control objectives and 38 controls in terms of how to implement ISO 42001. So I'll quickly take you through some of the clauses and annexes so you get an idea of what is inside ISO 42001. So clause 1 to 3, it is admin related clause, which is more focused on terminologies, references, and what are all the other AI standards, ISO standards that you need to know in order to understand ISO 42001. So that's 1 to 3. Clause number 4 is about the context of the organization. So when you have an AI project, you need to clearly mention what this AI project do in accordance with the whole context of the business. So we need to define and document that AI system. Not only that, we need to identify the internal and external risk of that particular AI system. Clause number 5 is about leadership. See, although AI governance professional or AI engineers or developers take care of AI governance, it starts from leadership. So the leadership has to clearly define what are the policies, roles, and responsibilities of people who are going to take care of AI governance. Remember, AI governance professional or people under them, they are responsible to make sure they submit all the evidences. They make sure that it is all ready for audit. But it's the leadership who checks the effectiveness of the ISO 42001 evidences and also check the quality of the evidences submitted. So it starts from leadership, and they define all of that. Then clause number 6 is about planning. Here, this is the most important one. If you have a pen and a paper, please write this down. This clause is one of the most important, and even if someone is auditing, AI risk assessment and AI impact assessment is one of the most important things they would look for. And clause number 7, it is about support. It's about clearly planning in terms of who is working on it, what are the resources, what's the budget, how are we communicating, how are we training our team to know about AI governance, how are we teaching them. All that comes under 7. Number 8 is about operations. So far we have planned everything. Now it's time to execute all of that. So create an environment in a way it is all done right. Clause number 9 is about performance evaluation. Now that you planned it, executed it, now it's time to monitor and measure the whole program. Either it can be done using some internal auditors, or external auditors can also be helpful. Then, of course, once you all measured and monitored, what's the next obvious thing? It's to improve all the processes, assessment, like what you learned from all those assessments, any incidents that we need to mitigate, any risks that need to be mitigated, all comes under clause 10. So if you're already a management systems professional, you can also already see that it follows a PDCA cycle: plan, do, check, and act. So this is the whole management system that we need to document. Now that we know the clauses of AI management systems, next is Annexure A with implementation controls. So here, Annexure A, B, C, and D, it's all about the implementation, what are the potential AI related risks, and what sources can it come from, and also how do we use AI management system across different domains and different sectors. So quickly telling you all the annexures so you'll have a quick understanding. A.2, it's related to policies, related to organization, especially related to AI. See, it's not just how to use AI, even how the data is maintained, how the transparency is achieved, how do you work with other vendors, how do you even define all those policies around AI. It's not just one policy, different policies that comes under A.2. Then it's A.3, which is the internal organization. See, if you see the same thing that we saw on AIMS on the clauses, we still talk about the same thing. This is how we implement. So they may look similar. A.3 talks about what's the organization, what's the AI in terms of the context of the business, what are the roles, and how do we report all the internal and external risk. A.4 is about resources, about data, tools, compute, people, everything comes under A.4. A.5 is about impact of AI systems. Remember on clause number 6 I said AI impact. So here this particular actually annexure tells you how to do that impact assessment. And because impact assessment is very important, and also the risk assessment, ISO standard released two different ISO standards for AI risk assessment and impact assessment. So I'm going to share that in the next few slides. Probably I'll tell you when you need to take notes. A.6 is about AI system lifecycle. Here is when already a lot of companies are using software pre-AI, but currently when AI came in, they are using AI inside their lifecycle. So how do they integrate their whole system development and AI into their current product lifecycle? That comes under A.6. Now A.7 is about data. So where does the data come from? Are we using good data? Is it up to date? Are we permitted to use it? All that comes under A.7. A.8 is about information to interested parties. So now you have the AI system that you have developed. How do you communicate important things to people who are using AI? Any incident information, how do you communicate? Even if they have an incident, how do they communicate with you? How do you communicate new information, features? All that comes under A.8. A.9 is about what are the restricted ways of using AI. As you all know, you can't just automatically upload financial statements or email addresses or phone numbers. So those are privacy information, right? So we need to clearly tell our employees on what they can upload to AI and what they cannot. You know or not, everyone is using AI in an organization. So it is the responsibility of the organization to control what they use, how they use, and all that. A.10 is about third party. Not all the time we use AI from our own organization. We can even buy it from an external vendor. So how do we communicate with them? How do we give access to them, or how do they give access to us? What are the permissions that we can give it to our team, or how we can give it to them? All that comes under A.10. If you already have management systems developed for ISO 27001 or 27701, we can use an integrated management system for ISO 42001. And remember, I told you that ISO have different standards for risk and impact and all few other standards. I'm going to talk to you about those. Take a pen and a paper and write it. AI risk assessment, it is ISO 23894. Which was also released in the same time as ISO 42001. Then there is one more standard for AI impact assessment, which is 42005. Then if you're new to AI and if you do not understand some of the terminologies used, then there is something called ISO IEC 22989 to know about AI concepts, terminologies used, which was released before ISO 42001 was released in 2022. Then there are also requirements for bodies providing audit and certification of AIMS, that is ISO IEC 42006, which was released in 2025. So as specified in the agenda, I'll give you some quick information about ISO 42001 certification for individuals. There are a total of 6 certification. ISO 42001 Foundation, Lead Implementer, Senior Lead Implementer, Lead Auditor, Senior Lead Auditor, and Internal Auditor. Foundation is for 2 days, Lead Implementer is for 4 days, Lead Auditor, Internal Auditor are for 4 days, Senior Lead Implementer and Senior Lead Auditor are for 5 days. Foundation will give you 16 CPD and PDU credits. Lead implementer, lead auditor, and internal auditor will give you 32 CPD and PDU credits. Senior lead implementer and senior lead auditor will give you 40 CPD and PDU credits. ISO 42001 is a clear step-by-step framework. So it is easy for people from both tech and non-tech background to understand and implement it. You just need to understand what are all the materials available and put it together. Spend some time to learn. So it's not as difficult as you think it is. You just need an extensive focused learning, because I've already told you what is ISO 42001, ISO 22989, all the other standards, 42005, 42006, all of those you need to get it, and you need a little bit of hands-on experience to implement ISO 42001. And you can learn it under 5 days. It's that simple. So if you truly believe that ISO 42001 is the fastest path to becoming an AI governance professional, regardless of your tech background, then everything else I'm going to show you today will simply make sense for you. And I'm going to prove this to you by sharing 3 secrets. 3 secrets to becoming an AI governance professional. Number 1, you do not need a technical background. A lot of people have a thinking that, oh, I need to know how to code AI, how I need to be a data scientist, or I need to know how LLM works to get into AI governance. But it's not. AI governance is about similar to data governance. It's no, you don't need to know how to program or anything. You need to know about policy, risk, and management system, how decisions are made. And it's not about writing code, because there are still AI engineers who will work with AI governance professional. So it's not about writing code. So when I first built my first AI company in finance, I hired the best engineers I could find. The name of my first company was FinGlance. So a little bit about that AI tool we built, which is FinGlance. What it does is it analyzes financial statements in under a minute. If you upload financial statement, hundreds or thousands of them, it creates bars and charts and graphs, and it creates beautiful visualization of all the data so that we can make sense out of all those information. But as you know, it was a perfectly working AI software. When we were showing demo to one of the major banking clients in the USA, they just asked us, how do you ensure your AI is compliant? Remember, it was a perfectly working software. But a perfectly working software is just a sanitary or a basic requirement, but compliance is actually a necessity. As AI engineers, we couldn't solve it. We had the best engineers, but the requirement was not that. Requirement was compliance. As AI engineers, we couldn't solve it. The biggest gap in AI right now is not technical talent, because anyone can wipe code today. Anyone can use tools like Lovable, Replit, Basic 44, Claude Code, and do all those coding. The real gap is governance talent, and the people best suited to fill are not engineers. They are professionals like you. And after that, once we have this issue, we brought in a compliance professional for FinGlance, our AI tool, with zero coding experience, but someone with 10 years of experience in ISO 27001. She actually learned all these ISO 42001 within weeks. She mapped our entire AI system and our organization to ISO 42001 and documented it. So secret number 1, you do not need a technical background. Secret number 2, you don't need years of experience. A lot of people think that I need to have experience in governance or compliance to take this on. You need to know one thing. For every 10 jobs available in the market on AI governance, only one skilled person is ready to fill that role. So there are a huge opportunity available. So not only GRC professionals or ISO 27001 professionals or IT professionals or cybersecurity or cloud security professionals, it's not enough. There is a huge opportunity coming in for AI governance. As I said, the compounded growth rate is going to be 40 to 50%. And as you all know, the companies that cannot use AI, they are not going to exist in the next few years. So which means if you're using AI, you need to follow all the laws and regulation. And as I showed you, currently we have only 3 countries having their regulation. But slowly and steadily, most of the countries around the world are going to have that AI regulation. That means we need to follow that, which means we need AI governance professional. So we cannot just rely on experience, because there are so many jobs going to come up in AI governance. And ISO 42001 itself provides you that step by step framework, and you just need to follow that framework. You need a little bit of focused learning and understanding, but once you know it, it's just mapping all those AI systems accordingly with that. So one of our early students was Priya, a junior compliance officer with just 2 years of experience. She had helped with some ISO 27001 documentation, but she never led any implementation. Before she signed up for one of our programs, she sent me a message saying that I'm probably not ready for this. Maybe I should wait for a few more years to start working on that, because she had only like 2 years of experience, right? So here is what Priya did not realize. AI governance space itself is brand new. Nobody studied it from uni. Nobody has like 10 years of experience in ISO 42001 or AI governance. The standard itself was released in December 2023, and people started getting certifications around ISO 42000 only towards the end of 2024. So it's just 1.5 years old. So everyone in AI governance is currently starting from zero. Because it's a new skill, if you start early, it gives you a competitive edge. See me, like when I realized about AI governance, when I was doing the first project, I knew that this is going to be a massive opportunity, and that's why I started studying more about AI governance. And currently I'm the head of AI governance for GAICC, Global AI Certification Council, and also one of the tools which I'll share with you in the future, in the next few slides actually. So people who win in emerging fields are not the most experienced people. They are the people who start early. They are the people who start even before they feel ready. And I exactly did the same. And within 2 years, I hold the leadership position, right? So ISO 42001 gives that roadmap to take care of all these things that happens in terms of laws and regulation. And Priya realized that opportunity, and she completed our whole training in just under 4 weeks. She drafted an AIMS framework for her company's AI tools along with the training. Within 3 months, Priya was promoted. Her salary increased by 19,000 US dollars. And it's never about the years of experience. So, secret number 2, you do not need years of experience. There are so many opportunities coming, and most of the organizations will use AI, which means they will look for AI governance professionals. Secret number 3, stop collecting information and start building your career. A lot of people have a thinking that, oh, I will learn all about ISO 42000 from YouTube videos or cheap online courses. Or the main problem that people have thinking is eventually my employer will pay for the training. But the thing is, free content will give you awareness. Cheap courses gives you theory, but neither of them will give you a system to get hired. And you need actually a good template checklist for you to clearly take it and follow. That's when you can be hired, or you can go into the AI governance department. And waiting for someone else to invest in your career could be the most expensive decision you have ever made. And Raj is one of my very close friends. He was a data analyst in Dubai. He really wanted to get into AI governance because we almost started similar time. And he watched a lot of free content and spent so much months learning AI governance. When his company asked him to draft an AI governance framework for his organization, because they were starting to move into selling their products and services in European Union, so he couldn't actually do it because he had all the theory information but no systems. He didn't have any templates and checklists to make sure that he is doing everything right. Because the important responsibility of AI governance professional is we need to save organization from all these huge penalties. We hold one of the most important role in an organization. So what Raj did was he asked his employer to pay for his training. They said we'll look at it next quarter, and the next quarter became next year and never happened. Then they had an important requirement to just do the AI governance framework, and they did not have time to train Raj. So his company hired an $80,000 external consultant just for 4 months. Then Raj actually texted me, and that's when I realized he mentioned that he spent more time on waiting than the program itself cost, and he said that it's the most expensive decision he has ever made. So 6 days after joining, he completed the AIMS framework for his organization, fully drafted, now that he had now practical experience as well. So 4 months later, when external consultant they hired for $80,000, they did not renew their contract because Raj was doing the work faster and better. So investment that Raj made was only 329 USD, but his salary increased by $31,000 in Dubai. So 3 secrets: you do not need a technical background. Number 2, you don't need years of experience. Number 3, stop wasting time collecting information and start building your career. Now, while everything I have given you today is valuable, it's just the tip of the iceberg. You need much more than that. So that's why I'm going to share with you something that is going to help you grow your career, which I followed. I wish someone would have told me 2 years ago that this is something we need for AI governance. I created something called AI governance blueprint. Please write it down on your paper. AI governance blueprint. This is something I wish I had known 2 years ago when I started my AI governance journey. So 7 things I'm going to share today for you to understand this particular thing. So let's go ahead and find out. Before I made this presentation today morning, I know people will have 2 choices. When I share that AI governance blueprint, those 7 items, some people want to know all those 7 items. You want to go alone and learn it on your own and do it on your own. I totally respect that. You can write down all the 7 points and you can go ahead and do it on your own. Okay. And probably some of you need help from us to do these things together to create a win-win situation. So I can also help you to give you information if you want us to help you do those 7 things in that blueprint. So even if you want to go alone, or if you want to work together, both are fine, but I request you to listen to all the 7 things I wish I knew before I started my AI governance journey. So the result of working 12 hours a day for the last 3 years, everything I know from creating AI governance framework, everything I know from consulting for other organization in terms of ISO 42001, everything I know from educating people at Global AI Certification Council, everything I understand about AI governance in the past 3 years. I'm so great. I'm so interested and I'm so happy to introduce you to AI governance blueprint. That's the 7 items that I told you that I'm going to share. So here is what you're going to get. So buckle up. So have your pen and a paper, and I'm sure these 7 things will help you to do it. I will try to go through it in the next 15 to 20 minutes. I'm sure you'll find it valuable. Write it down. If you're someone who doesn't come from a technical background, or if you don't understand how AI works, or if you don't know how to do AI coding, or if you don't come from a management or business background, then pay attention. This is for you. ISO 42001 Foundation Certification with both course and an exam. It has a total of 14 modules to understand AI governance based on ISO 42001, and we are accredited by CPD Standards Office in United Kingdom, and currently we have over 5,000 students who have completed ISO 42001 across 75 different countries. And even if you head down to CPD Standard Office website, you can see that our name is currently on their website. That means we are accredited, and this is our accreditation number. It is a self-paced course with 16 hours of training and 90 or 180 or 365-day access you will get. So at the end, you will also receive a certificate of achievement, which you can take to interviews or to your organization and prove your credibility. So you need to understand that whether you know or not, your organization, your employees, or your team members are using AI. There are a lot of risks involved in it. The moment you know AI governance, you will understand how to deploy AI securely, how to follow AI ethics, compliance, and trust so that you can have a guided workflow. It's almost like having a guardrail similar to an highway where you can drive faster compared to the city. So when you have that AI guardrail, you can actually make the AI deployment much faster. With this, you will be the one in your organization leading that AI innovation. To show how powerful this is, personally, I took on a group of 10 individuals to learn the ISO 42001 Foundation certification. One data scientist, one PMP certified professional, one risk manager, one junior compliance professional, one lawyer, one company selling financial AI software, one AI engineer, even a banking professional. Here are their actual results. Each individual who has completed this ISO 42001 certification got an average of 27,349 salary increase within the first 3 months. Out of all who have done the certification, some got promotion, some got salary increment, some got a new job opportunity, and some became consultants. There was an outlier which we never expected. One person became an entrepreneur offering ISO 42001 consulting services for organization. So what he did was he did ISO 42001 senior lead implementer, and his business partner did ISO 42001 lead auditor, and they started working together with organization making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. So there are endless opportunities only when you did the actual work, because there are a lot of learning materials you need to do. It's not just the terminologies, you need to know how to implement, you need to understand different laws and regulation. It may look overwhelming, but it is so, I somehow got so curious, and it made a real meaning to my life, because AI is so fast and so interesting. It's so much more fun to learn ISO 42001. So here is what ISO 42001 Foundation certification will show you how to do. It'll help you define the boundaries of your AI system. You can categorize all the algorithmic risk. You can have a clear chain of accountability on who takes care of what. You can implement data privacy and security guardrails, and you can create a repeatable framework for AI auditing. And with this, you will be the one in your organization leading that AI innovation. So for you, this will help you understand AI governance in under 5 days. You will also get 16 CPD and PDU credits. This particular certification is currently at 675 in value. Even if you head down to our website, gicc.org, you can see the full price. So here is what you get. Number one, ISO 42001 Foundation 6 certification, 675 in value. Either you decide to work with us, take this package, or if you want to do it on your own, please listen to all the 7 items. If you choose to work with us or not, knowing all these 7 will definitely help you. Okay, so now let's go on to the second one, 6 more things remaining. Now, if you have no governance or compliance or risk or management background yet, or you haven't used AI projects before, or your organization is about to launch a new AI project that needs governance, then pay attention. I made this one for you. ISO 42001 templates and checklist. So when you are doing such an important role, making sure that you're following all the compliance laws and regulation, you actually want templates and checklists that are highly reliable, low risk, and also reusable. Right? Because if you want to get into AI governance, having templates and checklists is the fastest, effective, and the most certain way to get them. In fact, Alex is one of our students, and he used ISO 42001 templates and checklists to speed up his AIMS implementation. And he completed the AIMS implementation for his organization in under 6 weeks. And here is a quick screenshot of the document from our ISO 42001 templates and checklists. So as you can see what are the phases, the task, why you need to do specific task, how it is done, who are the owner of each of the tasks, all that is given here. And also you can see the project plan and the timeline, and there are around 62 different templates and checklists that you can use. Whether you are a implementer or an auditor, you can use those templates. And the best part is ISO 42001 templates work no matter you are a lead implementer or lead auditor, because we have two different templates and checklists. So here is what templates and checklists will tell you how to do. It will help you define the scope of AIMS. It can help you conduct AI risk assessment. It can establish clear policies and AI objectives or implementation. You can map the control to ISO 42001 annexes that I showed you before. You can automate the compliance tracking. You can prepare for internal and external audits, and you can also document continuous improvement and system performance. Currently, this document with 62 templates and checklists different for implementer and lead auditor, you will get it for 197 in value. So here is all you get. Number one, ISO 42001 Foundation Certification, 675 in value. ISO 42001 Templates and Checklist, 197 in value, which is a total of 872 USD. So now 2 down, 5 more things remaining. I'll quickly go now. Now I want to speak to someone else in the audience. If you're someone who learns through examples, or you like to know some real world case studies, then I made this one for you. ISO 42001 Case Study Workbook. It has a total of 12 case studies. Okay, here is how case studies workbook will help you. It'll give you experiential knowledge because there are case studies that you can understand and learn from it. It'll give you a lot of confidence to start doing your own ISO 42001 framework, and also it will help you to grow faster. For many of you, it can cut down the learning time in half while understanding the concepts deeper in your industry, while gaining real world work experience. You will also have access to 12 different case studies. We keep adding more case studies from finance, banking, IT, cybersecurity, telecom, logistics, cyber. So many more different types of case studies are currently there in our tool. Workbook is fully directed. What does that mean is it will help you implement AIMS for your organization on your own. So here is a quick screenshot from the case study, which is robotic process automation case study. As you can see on the left, it shows the description of the case study. On the right, as you can see, it shows you how clause 4.3 is implemented for that case study. Not only that, here at the bottom you have your own turn where it gives you ways of doing it on your own for your company's AI management system. So this will help you to understand that. Not only that, we have so many case studies anywhere from 42 to 53 pages long. So depending on your expertise, you will take anywhere between 20 to 40 hours to complete this case study. And good thing is you can download it. They are currently a Microsoft document file. You can download it, fill it on your own, and you can take these to job interviews. You can also show to your employer you're currently looking for a promotion. Currently, this document is at 297 in value. This has literally helped thousands of people achieve AI governance mastery in less than 3 weeks. So here is what you get. Number one, ISO 42001 Foundation Certification 675 in value. ISO 42001 Templates and Checklists 197 in value. ISO 42001 Case Study Workbook with 12 case studies 297 in value, which is a total of 1169. So 3 down, 4 more remaining. Please wait and write down all of them before you leave. At least it'll give you an understanding which I wish I had 3 years ago. Now let's say you don't want to be spending time forever to learn, measure and maintain ISO 42001 standard. But you still want to make sure that you have accurate, secure, compliant AIMS that follows all standards, laws and regulation. And you still want to leverage AI platforms to maintain your AI governance standards. For example, nowadays we are using AI for everything, ChatGPT or Claude. We are using it for writing emails, creating reports, drafting proposals. All of that we use AI. So that's when we got an idea. Why can't we use AI platforms to maintain our AI governance standards? So that's why we made this one for you. ISO 42001 AI Prompting Guide. So what's AI Prompting Guide? It gives you prompt for each clause of ISO 42001. Every clause has 2 prompts. One for lead implementer, one for lead auditor. You don't have to be good in prompt engineering because we've already written the prompt for you. You don't have to start everything from scratch. and you'll do the implementation much faster. And if you follow a structured workflow, it is incredibly reliable. You can build a compliant, accurate AI management system. And for this particular AI prompting guide, we tested it on ChatGPT and Claude. And Claude gives really beautiful information, especially on Opus 4.7. Getting this will actually 2x your career. And now all our clients use it for their organization and instantly and reliably improve their AI governance standards. And even I also felt like we use this for our consulting companies than we do it. Previously, we used to have so many people doing that work. Currently, I have one junior. He used this particular thing, check all of that, build and implement that AIMS, and then I have to go and oversee everything all done properly. So it saves anywhere from 80 to 85% time when we use this AI prompting guide. So here is a quick snapshot from AI prompting guide. On the left, as you can see, it talks about clause 4.1. It shows the implementation prompt and also the audit prompt, which means while you implement, you need to use this prompt. If you're an auditor auditing this particular clause, you can use this prompt. That will help you what questions to ask, what evidences to check, all that will be there. And this is clause 8.3, an implementation prompt and an audit prompt. Clause 10.2, an implementation prompt and audit prompt. So here is what AI prompting guide will show you how to do. It'll help you to draft AI policies, risk assessment, impact reports. It can help you prepare for certification audits with confidence. You can build and implement your AI management system step by step. And it'll also help you to run smarter governance reviews using AI as your assistant. It was actually a missing link for us. This actually made our life so much more faster, and I'm sure it's going to help you as well. Good thing is you can download this document. Again, it's a docs file, which means you can even edit the file and also take these to job interviews and prove your credibility. Now think that someone coming to an AI governance interview with or without a certificate, and now you are going with a certificate, you're going with templates and checklists, you are going with a case study fully completed to show your expertise, and you also have an AI prompting guide to tell that we are using it to speed up the process. Who will get hired, right? You see the difference, isn't it? So, and not only that, if you're a consultant, you can use this document for your consulting as well. So you can download it and you can make your consulting work much faster. As I mentioned, AI is going really faster, and AI governance has to also go faster, and which means there are so much opportunity coming in, and we need to use AI to do AI governance. Okay. So our main objective is not only to help you get that ISO 42001 certification, because the problem is not that anyone can give ISO 42001 certification, but the real problem is the real skills. So we are very interested in giving that skills to you, and with my expertise in AI governance, I can clearly help you understand this issue in the market, and if we can use all of that, it can be easily solved. And this is a life-changing document, and currently this is at 197 in value. You could literally ignore everything else I said today and use this to figure out how to excel in AI governance standard. And not only that, now you're thinking about, you get all of this, but what's the next step? So we also provide CV writing masterclass to escape all these AI job portals. Then we also help you in preparing for the interview. We also help in getting ready for the first 90 days of your job. There are 3 things, a total of 1 hour training on how to write your CV, how to prepare for interview, and also how to get ready for the first 90 days of the job, which means with our training, you are fully ready to move forward. Then this is all you get. ISO 42001 Foundation Certification 675 in value, a total of 62 templates and checklists 197 in value, 12 case study work in the workbook 297 in value, around 60 plus prompts in our prompting guide, which is 197 in value, which is a total of 1366. So 4 down, 3 more remaining. Please write down all of those. The remaining I'll need only 5 more minutes. I'll finish it. Now let's say you are the type of person who wants to learn directly from the ISO standard document itself. Then you're going to love this. So we created a direct summary of ISO 42001, 23894, which is AI risk assessment, 42005, which is impact assessment, 22989, all the summary of the terminologies and content used, 42006, which is the requirements for auditing. All that we have put together as a direct summary or pocket guide, which is 297 in value. So which is a total of 1663. And wait, there is more, two more remaining. Most of the organizations use an AI governance tool to implement ISO 42001. So that's why Global AI Certification Council, we have built one of the biggest AI governance software platform right now. It is called Govern 365. It is a secure governance for your AI systems and AI platforms. So I'll quickly show you a quick demo of that AI governance tool. So this is our tool, which is Govern 365. If you see the dashboard on the left, so this is the dashboard where you can see the program health, project risks, approvals, incident response, all of that. And you can like mix and match, and if you want to add new, you can add new as well. Then coming to the frameworks, currently we have around 3 frameworks currently done: ISO 27001, ISO 42001, and NIST AI RMF. So it's not just for 42001. So even you have other stuff, you can go ahead and do it. Let's say ISO 42001. So if you click here, it shows all the clauses, and also it shows all the annexures. If you click the clauses one by one, as you can see, there is a space if you want to implement. Clearly shows what is this particular clause about, what are the key questions you need to ask, what are the evidences that need to be supported for this particular thing. All that comes under here. You can also mention the status, owner, reviewer, approver, what is the due date, and also if you have an auditor, you can give them also that. So not only the clauses, we can also have annexures, and all the annexures, all that is come under here. Even if you have any evidences, you can upload here. If you have any other risk that you want to map, you can map the risk here. So it is a self-sufficient tool to document ISO 42001, because as part of ISO 42001 there is a clause which is 7.5, which says we need to have all the information documented, all the information time-stamped and version controlled, and this tool will help you to do that. The next is AI projects. As part of any kind of framework, we need to document all the AI projects. So if you just go here to AI projects and click new project, it's self-explanatory. It asks you for the title, owner, status, which geography you're selling, what's the risk classification, goal, framework, everything you can actually do here. Then next one is model registry. So if you're using any AI models like ChatGPT, Gemini, Opus, anything, you can just go here and click add new model, and then you can add them. It's self-explanatory again. And risk register, where you can add all the risk, and clearly risks can be added, and we can calculate the risk for you. So even if you just do it, it calculates the risk level. Not only that, it gives you option also to mitigate those risks. And if you feel like something is missing on this, you can always like ask us, when we will help you to find that. And evidences, you can upload all the evidences like training certificates, auditor feedback, everything. You can create a folder and upload here. And reporting, if you're going for any leadership meeting, then you can create reports. You can just go here and generate report. We have 2 types of report. One is organization report and AI project report. AI project report is simple. It will list all the AI projects in your portal. But organization report shows you all the framework, all the clauses and annexures, all the projects and the models and the risks and everything we can print. You can either print it as a PDF or a docs file. Okay. Then vendor management, if you're buying any software or AI from external vendors, you can just add it here by clicking add new vendors. So again, they are also documented. Then policy center, we have a total of like 37 different policy templates available. You can read, you can actually edit it and use it for your own organization. So you can just click here and edit it and use it for your organization. Then incident response, as I already told you, um, um, whenever we have issues, we will have some incident that can happen in AI, so that also you can actually do it. Then you can also add team members here. Sorry about that, some things going on, like, so then team members you can add. We have around like 4 different roles and responsibilities, like admin, implementer, and also auditor, and also reviewer. So we have those roles. Not only that, we have multiple workspaces, so which means if you're a consultant working with different organizations, or if you are actually in a multinational organization with different departments and you need different workspaces, you can use that as well. Let's go back. So you will have access to this particular platform, Govern 365, for free for the next 90 days. So here is what our AI governance tool, Govern 365, will help you. Draft AI policies, risk assessment impact reports. You can track all the use cases, AI models, vendors, incident reports. You can implement ISO 42001 and ISO 27001, and also NIST RMF framework. And we also have included EU AI Act. That also you can implement now. You can create evidences, reports for leadership meetings, dashboards, and also you can create multiple workspaces. Not only that, we have a complete training on how to use Govern 365. That training will also be provided to you for free when you take this whole package, the AI governance blueprint. You will get that, the whole course for added to that. And also you will get a certificate, which is Govern 365 Certified Associate. So which will also help you to go and show it to the other organizations, or when you're going for interviews, it will help you. So all the AI governance tool access for 90 days, which is a total of 897 in value. So foundation certification 675 in value, 62 templates and checklists 197 in value, 12 case studies in the workbook 297 in value, 60 plus AI prompts in the guide, which is 197 in value, summary of all the AI related ISO standards 297 in value, and AI governance tool, total of 3 months of free access for 897 in value, which is a total of 2560. You will also get our GICC membership for 1 year, which will help you to network with all the 5,000 AI students who have completed ISO 42001. You can also attend our member webinars where I interview AI governance leaders, and also newsletters where you can get job related information related to AI governance. This is our GICC community. I'll show you the clear demo, but you can see that you can communicate with all other people. And our membership is 99 USD per year. So here is all the things you get, which is for 2659. Not only that, you will get 3 certificates. 1, the tool training, Govern 365 Certified Associate. Number 2, once you finish ISO 42001 course, you will get course completion certificate. And then once you finish the exam, you will get exam completion certificate as well, which you can use to prove your credibility and seek new opportunities. These are some of the our professionals who took all our courses from Microsoft, IBM, Intel City, from all around the world. These are some of the major organizations. So the certification exam fee is also included in that fee. So it is 2659. So please stay. I told you all the 7 things that are important to grow in your career, but I'm going to give webinar only price. There are around 280 people on the call right now. So I'm going to give you a webinar only price. Please stay and listen. And once, if you're not happy with it, you can leave. Listen, these are more valuable than most of the masterminds or courses or training that are available in the market right now. I really don't want to make it very expensive, because I've seen all the training and certification, and we have the best in the market. That's why I decided to offer a special price only for webinar attendees today. I really want to support you in your AI governance journey. I know how much I struggled in the last 3 years to learn and understand, because there were no information available online. Even now, it is very minimal available online. So that's why I really want to create all these, even the YouTube channel, or even this particular course and certification. That's why we want to actually build this up. So before I tell you the actual price, let me ask you a question. How much is it worth to you to learn AI governance and be relevant in the industry during this AI disruption? How much is it worth to you to do the ISO 42001 course, complete the exam, and also learn how to use that AI governance tool, Govern 365? You will have access to the prompting guide to do work 80% faster. You'll have templates and checklists. You will have a community to access all of that. What does it value for you? Making an extra 23K or 30K per year, staying relevant and being employable, learning from the industry's best coaches. What's the value for you? Keep that number in mind. I really want to take this opportunity today, and that's why the price is, drum rolls, 529 USD. But wait, I have a surprise for you. If you get the AI governance blueprint today, in the next 5 hours, the price is not 529, it is 229 USD. It's only for the next 5 hours. So you'll get all of them, from the foundation certification, 62 templates and checklists, 12 case studies in the workbook. Then you will also get the 60 plus prompting guide, all the summaries of AI related ISO standards, 90-day free access to Govern 365, 3 certificates which include the tool training certificate, course completion and exam completion, and also you will get the membership for $99, all that included, which is why I promised at the start to help you become an AI governance professional with or without a technical background and earn 23K or more in the next 90 days. And with this particular blueprint, and you can achieve it. Along with that blueprint, as I promised, you will get a CV writing masterclass, how to prepare for the interview, what things you need to take to the interview, and also how to do the first 90 days of your AI governance job. All are included, and we are so confident you will make sure you will become an AI governance professional and you will have an increase in salary. So go to shop.gaicc.org to avail that offer. This offer will expire in the next 5 hours. After that, the price will again be 529. So grab the offer for 229 right now. And again, now you already have some amount of experience. You know what is implementation. You have done ISO 27001 or something. Then you don't have to do the foundation. You can directly go to either ISO 42001 lead implementer, lead auditor, or internal auditor. So the price is not 629. The price is 329 USD today. Let's say you have around like more than 10 years of experience. You know what is ISO 27001. GRC, you are a GRC professional, or you are a cybersecurity professional, or a cloud security professional, have more experience understanding all of this. You can directly go to senior lead implementer or senior lead auditor. So the price is not 829, the price is 529 USD for senior lead implementer and senior lead auditor. So head down to shop.gaicc.org. This offer will expire in the next 5 hours. So foundation for 229, which includes all the 7 items I promised, including CV writing masterclass, interview preparation, and the first 90 days of your job. Same for lead implementer or lead auditor or internal auditor, again 7 items included, 329 USD. Then senior lead implementer or senior lead auditor, again 7 items included, 529 USD. So grab the offer right now on shop.gaicc.org, and it finishes in 5 hours. So I'll quickly show you the demo of shop.gaicc. As you can see, currently you can't see the offer. So when you refresh, you can see the flash sale ends in 5 hours. So now you can get the offer currently. So once you choose the certification, you can either choose 90-day, 180-day, or 365 days, and you can choose it. And then if you want a second certification, for example, if you're a consultant, if you're trying to get both lead implementer and lead auditor, or senior lead implementer and senior lead auditor, then you can actually get the second one for 299 USD today. So if you want, you can just click this one and then click the second one, and you can add that to your stuff right now. So then if you click start your certification, you can start it immediately. And we have also given you an option to split your payment, like 2 payments or 3 payments, or you can play 2 monthly payments or 3 monthly payments you can do. For 2 monthly payments, you have to pay a 5% extra in premium. For 3 monthly payments, you have to pay 7.5% extra in premium. Okay. So, and then if you have any questions, you can just click here, type your full name so that we know like who is asking the questions, and if chat bot cannot answer, we can come and answer that for you. So type your full name and ask all the question. It knows everything about the AI governance blueprint and it will help you. Okay, so let's go back. And so if you have any other question, if you have to leave, and if you have any other questions, you can always send a message to webinar@gaicc.org. This is my email only. I just wanted to segregate both of them, my other personal emails and webinar emails. So as soon as the webinar finishes, I will answer that for you. Please take a screenshot of this and I will help you. Or you can go to my LinkedIn profile and connect with me on LinkedIn and send me a message on LinkedIn as well. I share a lot of AI governance information slowly and steadily. I am sharing about it, and I'm the only person with this name, so you can easily find me on LinkedIn. So this is my LinkedIn profile. Please connect with me, and if there are any question, you can always send it to me. And also you can choose the chat option to ask questions as well. So here are some of the most commonly asked questions. Number one is exam fee included? Yes, the exam fee is included for one attempt, and Global AI Certification Council is a certification body, which means we provide you the certification. So how long is the validity of the certification? Our certifications are valid for 3 years, and you can renew it with us after 3 years by having 20 hours of CPD, which is around 7 hours per year. Then can I do lead implementer or lead auditor without doing the foundation certification? Yes, it is not a layer like one after the other. So you can, if you have experience, you can directly go to lead implementer or lead auditor. Or if you have more than 5 or 10 years of experience, then you can directly go to senior lead implementer or lead auditor. So what is the eligibility criteria for each of the certifications? For foundation, if you are a student or anyone under 2 years of work experience, choose foundation certification. If you have at least 2 years of total work experience, it's not AI experience. If you have even 2 years of minimum work experience, go for lead implementer or lead auditor or internal auditor. Then next one is if you have at least 5 years of total work experience, 2 years of AI experience, you can go for senior lead implementer or auditor. But if you're already like a person with 10 years of experience in governance, risk or compliance, or you already know ISO 27001, or you already have some kind of cybersecurity professional certification or cloud security, you can directly go on to senior level certifications. Then do we have access to practice exam? Yes, we have exam simulators for each module of the course. Then how long is the course access? The course access is for 90 or 180 or 365 days, and you can take exam at any time. Is it a live training or self-paced? We, Global AI Certification Council, offer both live training and self-paced, but for this offer one, this webinar offer, it is self-paced training. And where do I complete the exam? Is it in an exam center? Our exams are all like AI proctored, and you can complete the exam from your home or your office. Do I get the webinar recording? This one, yes, you will get it tomorrow at 9 a.m. Again, if you have any questions, please send it to webinar@gaicc.org, or you can send it to my LinkedIn profile. I'm the only person with this name. You can directly send it to my profile. I can help you. And even if you're not planning to buy any course or certification, and any time in the future, if you have any question in terms of AI governance, please always ask me. I'm always happy to help. So we'll come to the end of it. Shop.gicc.org, foundation at 229. Lead implementer or lead auditor or internal auditor at 329, senior lead implementer or senior lead auditor at 529. All of the certification includes all the 7 items I promised on governance blueprint. So grab the offer right now. The offer finishes in the next 5 hours. So I'll quickly show you the demo of our learning portal, so it will give you a quick understanding of what you're getting. So this is our lead implementer certification. As you can see, the videos, there are a total of 16 modules. Each module you expand, you can see the content and the videos. Under each of the video you can see some study notes where you can click and open it. Then it will show for each of the slides, you can see the study notes that you can actually learn and improve. Then if you go to view resources, then you can see the exam content outline, all the PowerPoint slides of all our modules, so you can download it. As you can see, if you click download, you can download them. Then practical workbook, this document is more important for completing the exam. Then all the case study, finance, PLC, healthcare, pharmaceuticals, finance, legal, manufacturing, cyber, logistics, telecom, construction. Few more things are actually on its way. Then templates and checklists, we have one for auditor, one for implementer, all that. Then AI prompting guide that I showed you before. So AI prompting guide is also here, that you can see the document here. Then all the summary of 42001, 42005, all of that I mentioned to you. All that are here. Then if you go back, here is the exam simulator. For every module you will have exam simulator. If you click start quiz, there are two options. One is start study mode and or start exam mode. So you can choose the study mode is you can immediately get the feedback and explanation. Exam mode means it will actually work like an exam. Then you can directly do the certification exam directly from here once you're ready to move forward. Okay. Then here is our community. As I told you, you can communicate with them. We make any announcements here, and if there are any questions in terms of GICC support, you can ask here. As you can see, people are asking a lot of questions. Then Govern 365, if you have any question, because you have 90-day access to Govern 365 tool, so if you have any question around that, then you can ask here. Then AI governance news, so we keep publishing news every day in terms of AI governance. Then AI governance jobs, we keep publishing jobs in different country, different industry regarding AI governance, so you can directly go and apply the job here. Then knowledge hub, we post more about, maybe if I publish any YouTube videos or any information that can help you to learn more about AI governance, you can also learn from here. Okay, so yeah, we have come to the end of the recording. So now I'm gonna ask you to put down all your question on the Q&A section in the bottom. I will answer every question one by one, but if you have to leave, you can always send the question to webinar@gicc.org. I can see that someone already purchased the course. So if you have already purchased the course, just go to your email address. You would have received temporary username and password for both GICC and also Govern 365. Okay, so you can just start working. You don't need anything. You can just start doing the course. So again, if you have any question, please send it to webinar@gicc.org or my LinkedIn profile. Connect with me on LinkedIn and you can send me all the questions. Yeah, I'm here to answer all your questions. Please type it down on the Q&A section and I will answer them one by one. Okay, I can see all the questions, so I will answer them one by one. The first question is from Vijay. What company will hire you? Good question. So currently we have people from most of the small, medium, and also large organizations. Even if you head down to our website, these are some of the people who have already purchased the course and certification from us. So as you can see here, Microsoft, IBM, Intel, Citi, Oracle, Like even if you're from, I saw a few people from Singapore, Malaysia. So Singapore Post, Malaysia, Bank Negara, IGF Singapore. Even in Australia, we have Woolworths, Deloitte, HSBC, Macquarie Group, and New South Wales, Air Asia. We have Scoot as well, who bought it. So it's like anywhere from medium to large organization is who will be actually looking for AI governance, and you will be hired for those work. Okay, thank you. I'll go back to this one. Okay, perfect. So Maria is asking, are you also able to explain the difference in certification for AI law and compliance and professional governance in AI courses? So I think Maria is asking about these ones. So because apart from 42001, we have certified professional in AI governance and also AI law. So, certified professional in AI governance will give you a full picture of AI governance, end to end from EU AI Act, ISO 42001, NIST AI RMF, South Korean Act, Japanese Act, US Act, everything will be covered in this one. Next one is AI law and compliance. This one is specifically for lawyers. It's created specifically for lawyers. Okay. Thank you for that question. Let's go to the next question. Kruti is asking, can you show once what the organization report looks like? I think Kruti is asking about the Govern 365 organization report. So this is the reporting hub. If you go here, I'm going to open one of the organization reports. So if you go here, it shows information from all the frameworks. So all the framework related information will be shown. Then it will also show the AI projects, who are the vendors, what incidents happen, what are all the policies created, what are all the model inventory, all that will be included in organization report. Thank you for that. Kruti is asking, can you tell us how you will help with the ISO 42001 learning? Will there be regular sessions or do we have learned on our own through our resources provided? Kruti, you have access to all our videos. So as I showed you before, so if you go here, you can access all our courses here. So all the video modules are currently given here. You can directly go here and watch all the modules. Whenever you have
Welcome
questions,
and
just click
congratulations on choosing to
just click the community, and here you can go to GAICC support and you can ask questions. See how many people are asking questions. So we will keep answering all of that, all questions, everything. We will, one of our team members will be keep answering them. So if you have any doubts, we are always here, and you can always connect with me on LinkedIn and and also ask questions. Okay, thank you for that question. Jigar is asking, do we need to do the foundation first and then only we can do others? Or we can choose which one we want to do, and there we can know so foundation exam required. So to answer this question, first of all, you do not need to do foundation to do the remaining courses. The reason is foundation modules are included in all the certifications. For example, if you choose lead implementer, foundation modules are already included in that. If you choose senior lead implementer or senior lead auditor, foundation modules are all included, which means you don't have to do the foundation. Only if you are a student or someone with less than 2 years of experience, please choose foundation. Otherwise, you, based on your experience, you can choose lead implementer or lead auditor or internal auditor. Or if you have more than 10, 12 years of experience, you already are in GRC or already know ISO 27001, then you can directly move on to senior lead implementer or senior lead auditor. Okay, thank you. Poe is asking, with so many changes in AI today, are we expecting the ISO would be updated? And if so, would we need to get recertified? So that's a good question because AI is keep improving. So ISO have done their standards in a way that they are modular. So even if AI is continuously changing, only the definitions and terminologies, only those things would change more compared to the main standard itself. So every time when we have any updates, so we, even if you go to our learning module, we have some bonus modules every time we have any new stuff. For example, see this one. So we
To
have
pursue
a bonus module already added just because there was a small update that was given in some of the terminologies, and that will keep happening. Okay, so it doesn't, you don't have to get recertified anyway. As I told you, your certification is valid for 3 years. After 3 years you can renew it. That's all you need. Okay, thank you for that question. Again, for people who wants to enroll, just go to shop.gicc.org and you can go ahead and purchase that. Okay, thank you. Maria is asking, if you are a lawyer with certification, 15 years of experience. Maria, I would personally recommend getting that AI law certification. I can send you a webinar recording for that. Get that one. Or if you really want to do ISO 42001 only, then lead auditor or senior lead auditor would be very helpful for lawyers. Thank you. Poe is asking, are there any expiry on the certification? Yes, I showed you here. We have a validity of our certification. The certification is valid for 3 years. You can renew after 3 years with 20 hours of CPDs, which is just 7 hours per year. Thank you, Poe. Mikey is saying the price is different in the portal. I can quickly check. So lead implementer, I promised you 329. It's 329 only. I'm not sure which one are you checking. Mikey, go to shop.gaicc.org. Okay, that's the correct link. shop.gaicc.org. Thank you. Next question. Anonymous attendee is asking, can we jump straight to the senior lead auditor or implementer without going through foundation? Yes, you're right. You don't have to go through foundation or lead implementer. You can directly jump to number 3. Okay, thank you. Anonymous attendee is asking, if I were to purchase the lead implementer package or course, the exam is on 42001 foundation or the lead implementer exam. So if you purchase lead implementer, you will do the lead implementer exam only. You won't do the foundation exam. Okay. So if whichever course you purchase, you will write exam for that particular course and you will be certified that for that particular course only. Okay, thank you. Anonymous attendee is asking, please, which one is specifically for lawyers? So if you go to gaicc.org, our website, under certifications, we have certified AI law and compliance professional. So for this one, we have another webinar. I can send you a recording. Please type your email address. I will make a note of it and I will send it over to you. Then if you're ready to purchase, I can give you at a webinar offer price. Of course, on this website, you have a higher price. So if I can give you a webinar price for that. So this is the link. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share it with you. Then you can have a look at this one. Okay. Thank you. Miko is asking, what would be the industry salary range of senior auditor and senior lead implementer, just to see how this will impact our current roles and salaries. Okay, I will probably, what I'll do is I'll open one example and we will see. So I'll go to our learning portal. So on our community, we always post the jobs. Remember I told you. So we post all the jobs like Ireland, India, Thailand, Singapore, USA, Singapore, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, Melbourne. So we keep sharing it. I don't know which country you're from, Miko, but let me open one from Malaysia. Not sure whether um, LinkedIn provides the salary range, but let's have a look. They did not provide any information regarding the salary. But what I'll do is I'll remember I was showing you another slide in the start. I don't know which number was it. Yeah, here it is. So when you have a senior lead implementer or auditor, so probably you are looking at either a AI governance lead like me, like head of AI governance, or when you're slow, if you already have like 20 plus years of experience, probably you can become the director. So here you have an understanding of what the salary would look like. Okay, so you probably, if you have less than 20 years, probably you'll start from here and eventually move into the right side. Okay, thanks, Miko, for that question. So I'll go back to the last slide. Um, Tampuk is asking, I think I left some explanation before. When I buy the pack of learning, is there any module that can read before starting the exam? And when I complete it, is there an opportunity for me to get a remote job? Tampuk, first of all, to answer your question, whether you have anything to read. So if you go to the course and let's say under view resources, before the exam, I highly recommend all of you to do this, read this practical workbook. It's a student workbook. It has a bunch of information that you need to read before taking the exam. Not only that, finish all the exam simulator. So once you go here, then go to exam simulator and finish all the exams under exam simulator. This will help you also to successfully pass the exam. Okay. Thank you for that, Tampuk. Regarding your question about to get a remote job, yes, there are opportunity to get remote jobs currently. Especially for implementation, you can get remote jobs. For auditing, yes, it is available, but for the final level of auditing or final stage of auditing, you probably need to visit the organization. So, remote jobs are currently possible. Thank you. Maria is asking to clarify, as I'm a lawyer, but no experience in AI governance or ISO 42001. Which course should I purchase? Also, is there any discount on law course also from the webinar? So, Maria, even if you do not know anything about the AI governance, so if you go to our certificate, we have clearly a pre-course module which is 8 to 10 hours, which clearly shows you the foundation of AI for legal professionals. Even if you do not know what is machine learning, what is generative AI, what is model life cycle, what is RAG, what is agentic systems, even if you do not know any of these basics, this will help you to understand. Not only that, in the pre-course, you also have the regulatory baseline, that EU, AI, US regulatory, UK regulatory, APAC regulatory, Middle East frameworks, all of that you will know before you actually do the main course. So for the webinar offer for the AI law course is 695 USD. Okay. So if you are interested, just let me know. I will send you the link. Thank you. Next question. RF is asking, can we jump straight to the senior lead implementer or lead auditor? Yes, RF, you can directly jump to that. Okay, thank you. Please, I'm seeing there are already 100 people already there on the call. I am answering all your question, and if you have to leave, please send me a message on webinar@gaicc.org or send me a message on LinkedIn. Okay, so but if you have some time, please wait. I'm answering all the questions here. Thank you. Dr. Saifar Izdal is asking, is there any kind of certificate or awareness or some kind of joining these masterclass? Unfortunately, we have over like 200 to 50 people, so we don't offer any kind of certificate for that. I'm sorry for that. Thank you. But you will receive a recording of this whole webinar tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Australian time, 7 a.m. Singapore, Malaysian time, Philippines time, and 11 a.m. New Zealand time. So you can have a look at that as well. Um, Anonymous attendee is asking, if I got certified for ISO 42001 lead auditor this year, how do I upgrade my certificate to senior lead auditor once I'm qualified for it? So you can come back anytime once you finish lead auditor. Once you're eligible for senior lead auditor, you can come back and pay only an extra $299 and finish senior lead auditor. Anytime, anytime. That's a lifetime offer. If you take it now, anytime you can do it for another $299. Okay, thank you. Doctor is asking, is there any exam? Yes, there is an exam to complete before you get the final certification. Anonymous attendee is asking, please can you also send me the one for lawyers? I am subscribing for the lead implementer. Okay, so I will send the uh, law link, but I need your email address to send that. Please send the law link. Please send your email address. I will send it over to you. Okay. Thank you. Kruti is saying, I can also see a different price on the portal. I can already see so many people have bought the course, Kruti. If you go to shop.gicc, this is the pricing. So let me check everything. Foundation is 229, correct. Lead implementer 329, lead auditor 329, internal auditor 329, senior lead auditor 529, senior lead. Everything is fine. Please let me know, then I will just fix it for you. Okay, Kruti. Thank you. Thank you. Som, I'm seeing your email address here. Is that for me to send the law course details? Can you please confirm in the bottom? I'm writing it down, so I am not gonna miss it. Please confirm at the bottom that this is for me to send link to buy the law course. And the law course is 695. If you are interested, just put your email address, then I will send the link to you. Okay. Anonymous attendee is asking, how do I upgrade from lead auditor to senior lead auditor? First of all, if you're already eligible, if you already have governance, compliance, or even risk background, or if you already know ISO 27001, or if you have at least 10 years of experience, you can directly go to senior lead auditor. You don't have to do the lead auditor. But if you are currently only eligible for lead auditor, then finish lead auditor. Probably after 6 months, you can go for senior lead auditor. Okay, thank you. Maria, I got your email address. I'm gonna send email as soon as the webinar finishes. Okay, so I am writing it down. Thank you. Deepa is asking, can you please share relevant certification link for cybersecurity area? So if you're in cybersecurity, it would be great if you complete this one, which is certified professional in AI governance. That is also like, because currently the price on the website is a little bit high, but I'll send it to you. If you're interested, let me know. I will give you a webinar price. Okay. I have sent the link to you, Deepa. Thank you. Next question. Mikey is asking, price shown for lead implementer certification is USD 599 membership. Mikey, I think you went to our GAICC website. You have to go to shop.gaicc.org. which is what I showed you here, shop.gaicc.org. I have put down the link in the bottom. Please check that, and please go ahead and do it. If you go to our website, of course, it's expensive. But if you buy it from shop.gicc, this is our offer price. Okay. Thank you. Um, Anonymous attendees asking, I already paid for lead implementer. Please, can it be charged to the one for lawyers? What I can do is there is a difference in pricing between lead implementer and law course. So lead implementer is 329, the law course is 695. I can send you a link after the webinar to pay the difference. Once you pay, I will enroll you into the law course. Is that okay? Thank you. Miko is from Philippines. Thank you. Mikey is asking, how do I get the UST 329 promo? Is there a coupon code to apply? There is no coupon code, Mikey. You can just go to shop.gaicc.org for the next 5 hours. You can get that offer. Can you all see that offer, or um, can you all have the issue? Like, because I see some people already purchased. I can see already on my computer. So many people have already purchased. So please go to shop.gaicc.org. Kruti is also asking the same question. I can see the course is priced at 498. Please go to shop.gaicc.org and please purchase it from here. Okay. Thanks, Kruti. So I'm typing also again the link for you, Kruti. Please use that one. Anonymous attendee is asking, does the 529 package include the 329 package? Correct. If you get senior lead implementer, you will also get foundation module. You will also get lead implementer module, then the senior lead implementer as well. So 529 includes 229 and 329 package. Okay. Thank you. Anonymous attendee is asking, are there many jobs available remotely, available from Southeast Asia? From Southeast Asia, slowly things are growing. Even companies in Southeast Asia are slowly hiring AI governance professionals. As you can see, I showed you on our community. Slowly people are hiring, but remote jobs are, you need to find out from different organization for remote jobs. It's not very much prevalent now, but slowly that's gonna happen. Okay. So you can go always and check here all the jobs available. We just keep putting jobs every single day so you can get an idea. Okay. Thank you. Anonymous attendee is asking, is there a GAICC office in the Philippines? Unfortunately, no. We are currently operating from US, Australia, and New Zealand, and we are going to start our UK office in the next few months. Okay. Thank you. Mikey is asking, send me the link, please. Yes, Mikey, I'm typing the link for you. It is shop.gaicc.org. Thank you. Bapinas is asking, if I sign up for the lead implementation package, can I get a simulation of the foundation level? Yes, Bapinas, when you sign up for lead implementer package, you will get foundation modules as well. Thank you. Anonymous attendee is asking, are there any time frame to complete the lead auditor course along with the final exam? So when you purchase the course from shop.gaicc, you can choose 90 days or 180 days or 365 days. So that's the time you have to finish the course. Exam, you can take at any time. Okay, there is no time limit to take the exam. These timelines are only to finish the course. Okay, thank you. Anonymous attendee is asking, the 90-day referring to the course access. Yes, the 90-day, whenever I say 90-day, That is course access, not the exam access. Exam access, as you have time as much as you want, whenever you want to finish, you can finish it. Okay. Thank you. Anonymous attendee is asking, does upgrading from lead auditor to senior lead auditor requires me to take another round of exam? Yes, when you move from lead auditor to senior lead auditor, you have to take another exam because it has a leadership element to it, and there is a different exam for that. Thank you. Eniola is asking as a follow-up question on changing the lead implementer to the one for AI governance. Is it okay to do both, or would you rather I do just one? I would really appreciate if I can have a conversation with you. Okay, so Eniola, what we will do is please send an email to webinar@gicc with your phone number and I will call you. We will have a quick chat after the webinar. Okay. Thanks, Eniola. I will help you to figure things out because I need to personally understand what you're currently doing, what is your future goals. Then only I can tell you whether to do both or only pick one. Okay. So I will tell you, please leave your phone number. I probably may have your phone number on our CRM, but if you can leave and tell me what time is good for you to contact you, I will call you back. Okay. Thank you. Um, Maria, I actually note down your email address. I will send the link for law course for you. Gilbert is asking, is there AI governance standard for accounting and auditing firm? So for accounting, we are still working on few more industry standards, just like we have created for law. We are currently working on creating for, see, we are slowly creating industry certifications. So lawyers done, we are created one for AI cost and control. Currently, we are working on HR professionals. We are working on accounting and auditing. We are working on construction. We are currently working on ISO 27001. So it is all coming. Currently, if you are an accountant and you need auditing work, still the lead auditor will be helpful for you from ISO 42001. Okay. Thank you, Gilbert. Anonymous attendee is saying, "Oh, that's. Can you please send me a link to pay for the difference in price for the AI governance and lead implementer? I would rather do the one for lawyers." Yes, I have your email address, Eniola. I will do that. Okay. Thank you. Um, Eniola is asking, what's the difference between lead implementer and certified AI law and compliance professional? Eniola, lead implementer focuses only on implementing ISO 42001. But AI law and compliance course, it actually focuses on what lawyers need. What what are the legal perspectives they need to think. So ISO 42001 implementer doesn't talk anything about legal stuff. But if you see this one, if you go to AI law, you will notice that there are, I'll show you the modules. So if you see, all the modules are related to law. How, even if your company is doing selling any products or services in a different country, as a lawyer, what you should do, that's what it should be. So the first day one, as I told you, even if you don't have any foundation information, we have a pre-course to help you understand more about AI governance. Then there is laws for AI, which is day one. Then AI for lawyers, which is a practical way of understanding how to use AI in legal practice. So this is completely different. AI law course is purely created for lawyers. But ISO 42001, it's how to implement ISO 42001. Okay. Thank you, Eniola. Appreciate that question. Um, Gilbert is asking if I am going to establish AI governance documents for our accounting firm, where should I start? Gilbert, if that's the case, you should start with ISO 42001 lead implementer because it will help you how to create AI policies, how to create AI governance documentation. Everything will come under lead implementation. So I will highly recommend you to take ISO 42001 lead implementer. Okay. Thank you. Any more questions, anyone, before I leave?